is a pussy. AJ is a pussy. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, AJ is a pussy. AJ is a pussy. Na na. Oh, AJ is a pussy. AJ is a pussy. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, AJ is a pussy. AJ is a pussy. Na na.
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell. Damn. Rest in peace, Anthony, Mandela, Gandhi, Johnson. Damn. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Now, when I first heard this, a part of the YB died inside. There's no doubt about that. Yeah? I had a flashback. I was reminiscing about the times where you couldn't get Tyson, Fury, to even mention the name of Johnson. Yeah, he wouldn't dare. That's a fact. Now, I know Tyson Fury fans will dispute this, but it weren't long ago. In the last few years, your man Tyson Fury didn't want nothing to do with Miss Johnson. That's a fact. Listen, you man know me now. What you should do. You know, I call it as it is, not as I see it. I call it as it is. Yeah, and that's the facts. The facts are, your man Tyson Fury was scary looking when it came to Mr. Anthony Johnson. He didn't want none. And don't forget, people, Fury went hunting for Wilder. He didn't go hunting for AJ. Eddie Hearn came out and said, listen, I'm going to give you the true Muhammad Ali greatest of all time comeback. You can fight Tony Bellend, you can fight Dillian White, and you can fight AJ. Your man went to fight Panini and whatever else. Now, I'm not knocking it, because listen, right now, yeah, there's no dispute. Tyson Fury is number one. Whether I like it or not, that's the fact. The facts are Mr. Fury's number one. However, that doesn't stop me. However, that doesn't stop a part of the YB dying inside. Yeah, that doesn't stop the YB reminiscing about the old times, where I would talk about how AJ would go in there with Fury, elbows in, chin down, and just moshy bash him. Yeah, do Fury how the security guards did Billy Ho Saunders Pops. Just get moshed right in for him. Get moshed all on the floor. Yeah? Old OAP looking ass just moshed to death for kicking off. Yeah? That's how I can't lie to you. I was expecting Anthony Johnson to go in there and mosh your man Tyson Fury all the way into the ground like an old OAP got moshed by security. Yeah, by a rowdy OAP getting moshed by security, aka Billy Ho Saunders Pops. Wow! Yeah? Instead, we've now got your man's Tyson Fury just punking. This is bad now. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah? 1 minute he offering, 1 minute he being fatherly, 1 minute he's... Listen, facts are, 1 minute Tyson Fury was literally sunning the life out of Mr. Johnson. Sunned him. Yeah, you know what? If you want me to revive your career, let me know. Me and Sugar Hill will come in and give your career a boost. Wow! Yeah? That's a good old sunning. Proper sunned you off. Wow, it's bad for you right now. And the best you come out with is, well, you know, I got triangles and some people aren't good at business, but I'm a triangles man. And, you know, I got real estate and my boy is in real estate. My brother in real estate, he got the triangle and he said sometimes it's quality. Sometimes it's price, but then again, sometimes... Wow, you zesty! What's wrong with these zesty, funny style, big for nothing dudes? Yeah, I'm relatively small for a man. 5'9". I've got female hands. Got small feet. Listen. Yeah? What's your excuse? Yeah? What is your big for nothing excuse, Mr. 6'6", Africanulese looking... or fake Africanulese looking ass? You've now got Mr. Boobies on the back, just getting off on you when he chooses. And it's the thing for me. Fury wasn't moving like this years ago. Yeah, he'd say the odd thing on a sly one and kind of hide away. But now he out here, proper, just jumping off all over AJ's name. And what can I say about it? Guess what? Before, I'd have told you things like, is this guy crazy? Yeah, this guy better wind his beacon. This Donny better wind his neck in. before he ends up talking himself into something he don't want no parts of. That's what I would have said. Now it's kind of like, listen, AJ best stay hiding, otherwise Fury gonna knock him out. Yeah? AJ best not answer this beef, because if he does, he might end up on the ropes, rocking and rolling, like he was with a cruiserweight. Oops. It's mad for me. People say, YB, why have you turned on Mr. Johnson? YB, you're a turncoat. YB, what are you talking about? AJ will do Fury. AJ couldn't do you, sick. Let's get serious now. What's wrong with you? I'm sick of shills. And that works both ways, people. People who know my channel know that any shill gets ridden on this channel. It just so happens, right now, in 2021, it's the era of the AJ shills who are down bad. Because you man are blinded. You want me to keep riding. You want me to keep acting as if AJ didn't just go life and death with a dude who I said was easy work. Do you not see how that's problematic? If I tell you that, and then people say, well, but YB, that's your fault because we told you Usyk was good. No, Usyk is good to AJ under Rob McCracken. The same way AJ under Rob McCracken made Andy Ruiz look like Mike Tyson. Next thing you know, Deontay Wilder leftovers, Chris Arreola, who at the best of his career weren't no good, goes in there and exposes, and I can't even lie to you, yeah? AJ made Andy Ruiz literally look like Mike Tyson. I kid you not. He did. Chris Arreola goes in there, puts the guy down, doesn't get put down himself, and Bob Arum's confirmed right. Bob Arum said, Andy Ruiz ain't got no power. We had to let him go, because even though he's got the big Mexican crowd, but even though potentially Andy Ruiz has the Mexican backing, he ain't got no power. But guess what? Mr. Johnson goes in there and makes him look like 1986 Mike Tyson. Yeah? It's a fact. Chris old ass Arreola goes in there, and credit to him, because unlike Mr. Johnson, Chris Arreola might not have the attributes, but he had nuts. And guess what? That just showed you how much nuts can do. Nuts whooped the guy who you made look like Mike Tyson. That's a fact. And meanwhile, all the AJ fans, I was calling, listen, yeah, I was still half shilling to an extent, but I was calling warning flags. I was saying, listen, that's not how I would have done things, because why are you dancing around from a dude who ain't got no power? Why are you dancing around from a dude who we now know got smoked by Arreola? Yeah? Why don't you want to get that get back? When Lennox came in there, he was gunning for that Don. He wanted him bad. You could tell he'd been dreaming about him. You could tell the way Lennox, listen, Lennox, now people are going to find this controversial, but for me, Lennox was never the AJ kind of fighter where he was throwing 10 uppercuts and 10 hooks at once. That was never Lennox. But even so, Lennox went in there with a level of viciousness. He wanted to give Rahman and the other Don a taste of his own medicine. Yeah? He wanted to get his get back properly. Not, well, you knocked me spark out and embarrassed me in front of my family, but I'm just going to nick the belts back and run off. Nah, that wasn't good enough for Lennox. Lennox is what we call old school. Yeah? Never mind, oh man, well, I didn't grow up watching boxers. I grew up watching gangsters from most of them are snitches, you mean? Yeah? Most of them don't have no character. And in fact, Mr. Johnson, you'd have been better off watching some boxers, because then maybe you'd have picked up what they do. Yeah? I bet you've been watching gangsters. No wonder you're floppy, because what do we know? Yeah? All the gangsters you'd be talking about, yeah, don't get me wrong. All the gangsters you'd be talking about, they're all good when they got a gun in their hand, or when when the odds are in favour of them. But guess what? When the feds come, oh man, it's brutality, and, the police, and, wow. But, listen, when your ops who look like you are in front of you, oh, you smoky, yeah? But when the white man turn up, oh man, we got to march, and we sorry, and, but when you man are selling all your bits to all the community, oh, you out here, yeah? You stunting on the block. You mean, I got the AP watch, and, I'm out here, and but when the feds come, you man, or better yet, when the judge give you a quick 20 piece to hold, oh man, my kids and the hood got me The hood got me. The hood don't love me, and I've just wow. You man floppy. So it's interesting. Quite a few people said that AJ's lying. He weren't watching. He didn't grow up on the USA gangsters. Oops, I think he did. Yeah, that's why he's so floppy looking. That's why when the going gets tough, he flopped. That's why when the Fed turn up, yeah, he talking about oppression. I'm not getting to it. Lennox weren't talking about no oppression. He got to it. Yeah? And you might know me. I'm not a massive... In terms of boxing skill, yeah, I rate Lennox. But I'm talking about as a person. Me and him... Not that he knows me. I'm saying... You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I've always sucked Lennox off. But I give credit where credit's due. You, Mr. Johnson... Damn. About Big Meech and about Trapper this. Yeah? We want to see where the trapping was. AJ, yeah? Mr. Johnson, where was the trapping in the ring against Usyk? Where was it? Where was all the trapper? Where was all the gangster at? So like I was saying, this guy, and the thing is, I've seen AJ, I've peeped AJ watching, he's always watching these funny style gangster movies. So literally, I think he actually was. But as of today, yeah, what you need to do is go back and watch some thorough individuals like Lennox. Because them other dudes you've been watching clearly ain't cutting it. They clearly ain't giving you the substance. If you had grew up on Lennox, you'd have realised, wait a minute, Ruiz did me wrong. It's my obligation as a true champion. That word gets thrown around too much. In my opinion, I blame Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was really the first guy to tickle people to death and then call it himself a true champion. Oh man, you know what? I'm a true champion. No, you're a scary ass champion. Don't get me wrong, I give full credit. As far as not taking no risk and having the most boring ass fights, he 100% that type of champion. Yeah? Floyd is a true boring ass champion. He's a true take no risk champion. But that isn't a true champion. A true champion is a man who handles his business. So I'm telling you now, the universe is not balanced with how you performed against Ruiz. It's not balanced with how you performed against Usyk. Yeah? And I can just feel it now. It's still not balanced for the way you're preparing to fight Usyk. And after you get whooped again by Orb, even if you beat Usyk, yeah, you're gonna do it running around, and even then, people say you can't do it. I'm not sure what to believe no more. There was a time I'd have told you, yeah, there's no way that even if Usyk wants to box, AJ can do it. Oops. Yeah. But anyway, listen, bottom line is, man, and all I can say here is that I actually rate Tyson Fury for doing this, because Tyson Fury is a smart man. He knew, for whatever reason, Tyson Fury kept his head low. Listen, Tyson Fury's head was low. Yeah, when AJ was knocking around in 2016, Fury weren't wanting no part of that one. This one now, guess what? The reason Tyson Fury's actions have changed is because he smells something sweet. And I smell it too. That's a fact. I don't know what to tell you. I smell it too. Yeah? And you best believe people like the YB have got experience smelling sweetness. The same way I smell Tyrone, super duper sweet. Yeah? I can smell that same aroma. That same... You know what I'm saying? That same kind of aroma coming from Mr. Anthony Johnson. Super sweet. Yeah? Listen, Fury be smelling it. That's why he out here chanting, "Oh! Anthony Joshua! A pussy! Oh!" Just getting off all over you. And what can I say? What you can do? Make another links ad. Oh, please. Oh, that'll do it, AJ. Yeah, you're right. Don't worry about getting in the ring and getting stuck in. How about you make another ad? Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. I won't get stuck in, but I'll take step aside and run from Usyk, and instead, how about I make a... Don't worry, people who support me. I'll make another Under Armour ad and try and convince you that I'm rock hard. Wow. Yeah? Wow. And that's the point, whilst I'm at it, since we've mentioned the whole step aside debacle that's unfolding, and since Tyson Fury's having a go on Mr. Anthony Johnson today, I think I'll have some sloppy seconds. Yeah? This whole narrative of, oh, I'll fight anyone, and I'm the can man, and all this business. That's another narrative. Let's get rid of that from now on. Yeah, and this is especially something AJ fans have been saying. Oh, yeah, but YB, AJ might not win, but he fight everyone. Listen, turning up for $30 million and giving about 10% effort, we don't give credit for that no more. We're nipping that in the bud. Yeah? I don't want to hear no more about I fight the best, because you don't fight the best. You mean you turn up for a $30 million check against the best. That's not the same as fighting the best. Who can't do that? I'd get in the ring with Usyk for $30 million. Try me. In fact, everyone would. So I'm a real fighter. I'm a throwback fighter. I fight everyone. No, you lose against everyone. No, you get paid mad amounts of money for subpar performances. The fans ain't... Listen, it's the thing, AJ. The fans haven't been paying you subpar money. Yeah? The fans have been maxing out your bank accounts, as you like to point out. We expect maxed out performances. Simple as that. Yeah? Absolutely as simple as that. And like I was saying, in fact, you know what, scrap it. Let's wrap this up now. Quick time. The bottom line is, people, Tyson Scary here. He stay on AJ neck, and he enjoying it. His fans are enjoying it, and I can't lie to you. If it was the other way around, let's say AJ, was just wiping people out, and Fury was down bad. And that's the thing. I'm consistent. I understand how people work. Who are we to... How can I be mad at that? There's AJ fans right now who are mad. You can't be mad. It is what it is. Right now, Fury on top. And right now, AJ and his fans are bottoms. 100%. AJ is a bottom right now. Tyson Fury tops the life out of Anthony Johnson right now. And the worst thing is, from what I'm hearing, this whole Frank Maloney business, allegedly, Mr. Johnson, he be liking it. Yeah, he like his new position as a true bottom. I'm hearing he like bottoming. He like staying on the bottom with your man's Tyson Scary. That's what I'm hearing. That's why. That's why he don't have no venom in him. That's why he be hugging and kissing these funny style dudes. He like it. That's what I'm hearing. Oops. Yeah? That's what I'm hearing. 100%. And when you think about the times, people, think about 2021. It makes perfect sense. It's about time we had a massive alpha male looking star. Yeah, innit? It's about time. You not think it's about time? There hasn't been one Transformer yet who's been big and strong looking as the... This is the one. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Mr. Anthony Johnson gonna be the first one to change it all up. Yeah, he's the next tie-up coming in hot. 100%. But now, on a serious note... Well, he's serious, but on a serious note... All I can say is... YB, why are you going in for? And this, that, the other. Listen, at this point in time, he hasn't made any changes to his team. All we can do at this point is try and roast it into him. Yeah? That's all we can do. Because guess what? Going along to get along, you man know. You man heard. Yeah? When AJ vs Ruiz 2, I went along to get along. I shielded. I supported. Oh yeah, don't worry, yeah, you're going to be great. How'd it work out for us? Didn't work out. So the best thing right now, anyone can do, is ride this dude some. Let him know it's not acceptable. Let him know changes must be made. Because going along to get along, yeah, but he fought everyone, and but he's only been doing it 8 years, and wow. Yeah? Oh yeah, but he's only been doing it 10 years, YB. Only been doing it 10 years. Well, how many years? How many more years do you want to say that line for? Because you were saying that after the first 3 years. We're now 3 times down the road, and you're still dropping it. Well, I'm only kind of new to this. How long are you going to be new for? Damn. How long? And since no one around him, you see, wants to be real, Eddie Hearn, not real. Eddie Hearn, shilling for Rob McCracken. Yeah? Everyone around him is going along to get along. Not one person really cares. 258 management. They're an embarrassment of a management company. What do they manage? Because they don't manage Mr. Johnson's career. That's what they don't manage. I think the only thing they manage is the percentage of their split they be getting. Because which Don on your team is working no win, no fee? Which one? Yeah? Oops. Which one is fully incentivized for you to win? Oops, none. Yeah? That's why Fernando Alonso is laughing it up in Dubai, in a Ferrari, because he's thinking, damn, can't believe my luck. I went from a nobody to $1 million paydays, and we can lose. You can't believe his luck. And I can't blame him, but I'm thinking, what's wrong with this guy? How do you not see that? You got a bunch of dudes coming up off you. Coming up in you as well. You know what I'm saying? But to finish off, what I'll say is that Mr. Anthony Johnson, do you want this to change? Do you want to be known? Do you want to be the man who puts fears into people's hearts and into their brains again? It was a time, don't forget, Deontay Wilder. And I remember saying it. I remember saying that Anthony Joshua is Voldemort to these men. Because Fury wouldn't mention AJ's name. Wilder wouldn't mention AJ's name for record paydays. Both men, 3-4 times their record payday, didn't want to know about it. That's a fact, because I talked about it at the time. Lewis Ortiz didn't want to know about it for record payday. Do you want to be that guy again? If you do, you know what to do. Yeah? The YB got the Twitter in the description. Yeah? DM in description. No win, no fee. Yeah? Shane McGuigan. No doubt he out here somewhere. Yeah? And like I said before, but YB, you're having a laugh, aren't you? What, was AJ having a laugh when he brought on Fernando Alonso, who ain't never trained no one either? Oops. Was he? You man tell me. I don't know. Yeah? Was he having a laugh when he brought on Eric Clapton? Yeah? Robert Clayton? Was he? I never heard of the guy. So, since we're all having a laugh with multi-million-dollar paydays, you might as well bring someone in who's passionate, who 190 IQ, and who no win, no fee, because we know AJ's super tight. We know he loves them coins. So I'm thinking to myself, well, there, if you love coins, you can keep them all if we lose. How about that? Yeah? Keep them all if we lose. Who doing that? Rob ain't. Rob's swanning off to Lithuania and checking in for 2 weeks to get a nice big check. So like I said, who you want to be? Mr. Anthony Johnson. Because right now you're the man who gets rode and gets topped, by Tyson Fury. That's a fact. And I don't like it, you don't like it, it is what it is. I talk facts on this channel. And right now, Anthony Johnson is at bottom to certain man. And Tyson Fury is one of them man. Now what?